Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Friday morning. It is a little bit past 11 a.m. That can only mean that it is time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 6. Also, happy Friday, everyone. More like less coast. Welcome in, villager. You should all see the auto shout out up there for Flying Villager. Please check him out when he's streaming next. I did enjoy the art stream the other day. That was fun. I was mostly lurking through that, but. And Parrots! And Dora! Welcome on in, Parrots. Dora, you can see the auto shout out up there for Dora Spore, that other buffoon. So, Dora, what was with the post in the Buffooncraft server? I shall be joining you, sir, shortly on the server. Oh, good, good. Are there adventures for us to have there? Are there things for us to explore? Because otherwise, I'm just building. I made an observatory at my base. Oh, that's what you were showing off. Okay, that's cool. Hence the looking for aliens. I thought it might have been a lore-related thing, but that's really not supposed to drop until tomorrow or Sunday. So, you doing the skies or main? I don't stream skies. So, you guys stream skies. So, Season 6 server. Oh, well then I'm out of here. So the season, so Buffoon Skies 2 is wrapping up this weekend. Server's closing down. I'm so happy to be back. Me too. Me too. I mean, I am enjoying skies. It's a lot of building for me. I have to complete, but yeah, and I had some goals in there I wanted to hit with the build that I'm probably not going to be able to do, but yeah, I'm satisfied. It's the build is looking good enough. I think we're fine. But Buffoons will be wrapping up Buffoon Skies this weekend. Server will be closing, and then the lore, I guess, is going to migrate into the season 6 server. There'll be an event there, from what I hear. The nature of that, I don't know, but we'll see. Same times too. Yeah. Well, it's a 6-week event. It's a limited event, and it's kind of a gamble, really. You want to build big and spectacular, and you want to have something really cool to show, and that's a hard thing to gauge. That really is. This is my second um, participation in the second Buffoon Skies limited event. I was pretty satisfied with the first one. I was building right up until the last hour. I might be doing that again in Skies. I really wish I didn't have to do that, but I'm a little too slow with the building on that. So I won't be working with Lux again. Stress me out. Ooh, there's some contention there amongst buffoons. But most of it's just trying to gauge. I've often thought with Buffooncraft in general, and I do have my other stream, Generations, where that's my solo forever world. And, my philosophy on, those two different kinds of streams. And I'm thinking, the really huge, really big, long, ongoing projects, I think those should be Generations. And I think for Buffooncraft and especially for something like Buffoon Skies, I should build a lot lighter and a lot smaller and definitely a lot faster and interact more with the other buffoons. I think that's, I can show that I can build big, spectacular builds. I can do that on Generations where where we have more time and more resources and stuff to do that. And that's more like a solo world kind of thing, and then just, fast and light for Buffooncraft. I think that's a little bit better. That could easily be solved with some nice Lux murder. I don't know. We've been murdering him a lot, parrots. And somehow he still shows up. But his chaos aura is too much for me. I just got hit hard with life stress, and it took me out for about 3 weeks of it. Yeah, I also, it wasn't IRL stuff for me, so to say. It's just my brain locked up on all of those reverse mountains under our base, and that was a little too stressful for me. I think I aimed way too high, or too low in a figurative way. I don't know. There's some sort of pun there or something. But yeah, I bit off way too much, way more than I could chew for that one. So don't worry, parrots. That's still in the cards soon. Soon. Let's log on to the server, shall we? Soon there's going to be other people on this server. Hey there, buddy. Soon is what I whisper at the 75 projects I am totally going to start eventually. Oh, look at this dude. He thinks he's here to get all up in my business. Oh, look, and he's brought friends. Yeah, you're going to need more friends than that, dude. This is a buffoon you're going up against here. We know as far as mobs are concerned, buffoons be bad news. Soon, my pretties. I'm looking forward to getting back on the main. Didn't Blizzard trademark soon? Skip, welcome on in, Skip. How are you getting on there, Skip? So you should see the auto shout out there for Skipjack, fellow buffoon. No problem panicking about falling into the void and losing your stuff every 5 minutes. 'Tis the nature of working in skies, is it not? Gotta make my storage system and enslave copper golems to do it. I'm looking forward to that. I think for villagers, you're also bad. Yeah, we are. I like it when Dora claims that she's still afraid of the nether. And I'm like, you know, Dora, when a buffoon steps into the nether, mobs tremble in fear. And what line do they utter to each other over and over? Please, not a farm. Doing better. Only a pain in my backside that is still healing. Okay. I'm more scared of skies now. I think we have, I think we're just digging this out today, right? And villager goes into lurk. Appreciate the lurk, as always. Particularly happy to see Skip in here. I don't get to hang with Skip that often. Let's see. We need to... So we're digging this down, and we're thinking, we're thinking of digging this down to about deep slate level. And then, black concrete, and then making a gradient that gets darker and darker on the way down. That way we don't have to dig it all the way down, and we don't have to build out the entire body of the of the giant. I'm trying to avoid doing that if I can. I should update normal Modcraft. Is the mine? Yeah. Nova's got all of that stuff in the Discord, Skip, and it's pretty straightforward. Nova's actually very, very good with that. I think he is. I hardly ever have any problems. So yeah, we're working now on making the pit, out of which our Fomorian sea giant is climbing. And this imprisons him in here, but he does need to pop himself out of there so he can deal with intruders! So, when we get this terraformed and finished, the final act will be putting in the eyes, which is going to be... that's going to be so funny. And probably one of the hardest things I've done in Minecraft. So, we'll see how that goes. But... yeah, we do need to dig this out. We should be like right on the very edge of the beacon here. It looks like I'm able to keep the haste going here, so I think we're doing fine as far as a beacon. I was going to set up another beacon, but I think we're good. So I'm just taking a quick swim around the perimeter here, so I can determine whether or not I need another beacon. I don't think I do. Get better soon, Skip. I should update. Oh, yes. Thanks. And, Nova hasn't been very accessible lately. I try not to hound him about it. I know he's got to make the money. He's got to pay the bills. But my point is, if you're struggling with the mod pack for whatever reason, there's a number of us around who can help with that. I'm using the multi-MC launcher now because I have several, I wouldn't say several, but I have a few servers I stream from and I build on now. And so the multi-MC not only makes it easier to deal with the differing mod packs and versions and stuff, but when it comes to those updates, to say Buffooncraft or Generations or whatever, it's so easy. Oh my god. So easy. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with this. We need to fill in the sides as we go too, just so we can deal with water. So let's go around and let's do that. Tough bricks right here. We're going to definitely need more of these. But the other thing that we're dealing with is we're going to make a gradient out of this too. So I don't want to... Yeah. You know, I don't want to set anything in here that I'm going to have to break out later, but... You know what, let's not bother with that. Let's just use the mini HUD. Cylinder should be on. There's Dora. Please. There you are. Let's do this. What is it? H activates that. Let's bring this in towards the center. That should be here. Let's bring that radius in. Oh, we're probably on the wrong one. Wow. Today's going to be a... Wow, this is really messed up. All right, I'm having problems with the mouse right now. Like, what's this business? I don't know. Whatever. All right, that's what I need to see, though. And height, let's do this. I'm going to set the depth at just 0, bring it all the way down. And we're at what, 43? A little bit higher, right there. I think that'll do. That way we can track this all the way down. And we can just focus on building. Or demolishing, which is much easier than building. That's the old engineering adage. Much easier to take something apart than it is to put it together. Of course, the problem with this, you know, being there are big gaps and stuff in this, and it makes it difficult to insta-mine continuously. But not that big of a deal. And you know what? If we get a little bit of the sides here, you know, that's we don't have to be like super accurate to the edge. You know, Dora, I don't know if you've gone into Lurk while you're on the server or not. Maybe I should just type it over to you. But if you're up to, you know, sometimes I know that you like just the mental vacation and the ASMR of just doing demolition work. You're more than welcome to come on over anytime you want to do some digging. And of course, any of this sand and stuff that you get here, you certainly can keep, because I don't know if you still need the sand or not, but because we're just digging a hole, right? So it's a rather big one. But that's an invitation. I'm not specifically requesting help. I'm just saying, if you feel like hanging out for a little while and digging a big old hole anytime. You know, when I come back from the break, I want to go check out the observatory and show the observers, the viewers. I suppose they are observers, though, in a way. How far down you going? I'm currently at layer 42, 43, right about there, and I'm going down to 0. So we have this big hole here, but we're leaving. Well, no, we're digging out from underneath the statue too. So we're digging this big old hole down to layer 0, I think is a good one. So we've got about 43 layers to dig down of this size. But I mean, you don't have to stick around for the whole thing. I'm just saying, you know, if you feel like doing some digging at any time. And it also doesn't have to be right now, just any time you're like, you know, you want to tread alpha waves there for a little bit. Just do some brainless block busting. Anyways. Not quite as bad as digging out your mines there, but comparable. And I wouldn't say bad, but I would say as intense, right? A demolition process as that. But it's a pretty big undertaking. The most annoying part is, like I said, there are gaps and holes and stuff, and then mixed blocks between, you know, having to use the shovel and having to use the pickaxe, you know, until you get down to a certain level. And then things become pretty much all stone and ores and stuff after that, and, you know, the going gets a lot easier. You know, this stuff is just annoying here. The working underwater isn't so bad because we have the conduit. The conduit. So you can see and breathe. You know, that's kind of useful. We should swap out tools, though. Because this pickaxe is getting low. I'll do some mending and pop over. Yeah, if you would like. Again, you know, it's just invitation only. You know, I'm not pulling a Lux. Dora, I need some help. That's a cheap shot. Lux! Not totally unfounded, though. I'm just saying. Well, I enjoyed it. Yeah, and that's the point. You know, I mean... bring some empty shulkers with you if you want to haul away any sand. Or any other materials. Yes, and we need to switch out the pickaxe. I also have some tools here as well, so I'm going to leave I'm going to leave my toolbox out. And you can just pull from here whenever you'd like. And just as they're depleted, you can just set them back in there, and then I'll go mend them all. But I mean, if you're busy building something, please continue that. You know, like I said, this is recreational digging only. I mean, if your situation is such that, you know, ain't no one got time for that, then feel free to decline, please. Last thing I want to have to do is hijack anybody's agenda. And there's Tone! Redeeming my favorite laugh. Welcome on in, Tone. Should see the auto shout-out up there. Honorary buffoon and good friend and fellow streamer in his own right there. We learned a Tone. How are you getting on, Tone? Today we're digging a big old hole. Not too complicated. Certainly no Baby Zombie Rush, Redstone kind of stuff. Today is a brain cell friendly stream. Or it should be. There's a little bit of planning that needs to be done, but... Playing some Dune. Oh, cool. You know, I'll have to watch that because I don't really play any other games other than Minecraft these days. So I get my alternative gameplay in vicariously through the rest of you. Which is why I'm always grateful that you guys stream as many games as you do. Because I can just sit in and I can watch. What's this game all about? What's that game all about? Have any of you read any of the Frank Herbert books? The Dune series? It's been a very long time since I've read them. In fact, I should probably reread those again. That's the good thing about getting old and not having a good memory is you can enjoy things again. And then you find, you know, that you've had Mandela effect about that story or movie or TV series or whatever. And yeah, it's interesting. You think you know what's going to happen next, and it's like, oh, wait, I don't remember that happening that way. What the heck? Keep meaning to. I completed Dune by Virgin Interactive back in the day and played Dune 2 as well. The only two Dune books I read was, of course, the first one. And then the sequel, Children of Dune, which I don't remember being as good as the first one.
Hello?
Hey there.
You've got a random zombie over here.
Do I really? Is he causing you any grief?
No, I feel sorry for him.
Let me turn you up a little bit here. Dora. Dora, you're already at 150%. What the heck?
What?
You don't strike me as, well, I wouldn't say in a bad way, but not as soft-spoken a lass. You could do more than that. You could do better.
My mic is quite far away to be.
There you go. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Look at him chilling in there.
I feel a bit sorry for him.
I heard him earlier, but I couldn't really see him through the effects that well because my eyes aren't that good, you know. But yeah. And look, he's holding something, so he's going to stay there for a little while too.
Give him as a pet. So are you? Is it going round in a? Is it like just a giant circle then down?
It's a giant circle down, and so you can see the edge of it, the lip of it here. So just follow that down, right? You certainly don't have to fill in like I'm doing, but you could just see from the top.
Yeah.
And you know, if you cut in, you know, under this a little bit too much, that's fine because I have to go back and fill it and line it anyway with a gradient. So
yeah, okay.
So it's pretty much smash and grab.
Alright.
And you should have the Instamine effect. So
I do.
from the beacon and stuff. So, and I'm just going and I'm just trimming off layer by layer, but you can do whatever you'd like. Just make sure you're also packing a shovel because there's still sand and gravel here.
Yeah, mine's not insta-mining.
Does your pickaxe have efficiency 5 on it?
Yeah.
Really? And in the upper right, do you see the haste 2 effect?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Let me see that pickaxe. Give me that thing. What the heck?
It's weird. Even my netherite ones do that.
I know sometimes the pickaxe is behind you, by the way, here.
Strange. Because I've got the conduit effect. And it says I've got haste.
Give me that pickaxe. Love the immediate distrust.
It's like when someone says they sat on the river and said no, stand up.
Actually, my distrust was more for the pickaxe than it was for Dora. Come on now. Dora knows what she's doing.
It's my game broken. Should I try logging in?
Yeah, maybe log out and log back in, if you wouldn't mind. Immediate distrust, parrots. Parrots, stop causing trouble. Perpetrator of strife there. I don't doubt Dora, but she has been teamed up with Lux. She may have been infected, yes. That is extremely odd.
What?
This is going to be weird, but here. Try that one. Oh, could it? Oh, are you swimming or? Oh, that's why. You're swimming. Stand. Now mine. Mine when you're standing.
Am I not stood?
You look like you are. Now mine's straight ahead of you continuously, like as you walk. No, you're swimming now.
Every time I press W, it just pushes.
Yeah, you gotta, and this is the annoying thing about working underwater. You can't press W quickly twice. It's mine, press once, mine, press once. It's kind of like dancing.
It's weird. I'm just pressing W like normal. I'm not double clicking anything.
Because I'm sure you're insta-mining. Like you have insta-mine ability. Ah, you know what? That's a good point, Tone. Do you have Aqua Affinity on your helmet?
No, but
Oh my god. Maybe the luxness has rubbed off on you here a little bit. Here, look. Try that. So I just ejected my helmet. It's floating away. That thing's expensive, Dora.
oh, is it? Do I need Aqua Infinity?
Now try it.
Oh my god! Just... Yes.
Welcome to Buffooncraft.
Oh, I've just. Let me go put Aqua Infinity on.
Well, I also have a Aqua Affinity helmet you could borrow if you would like.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I might have one of those in the... Eh? Where did your helmet go? Did you grab it back?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I thought I lost your helmet.
That's your.
Let me go grab one. It's over here in my ender chest. Plus, I have inventory management to do. Well done, Tone. Well done. I forgot about Aqua Infinity.
I never use that. Ever.
Let's do this, that, and that, and that. Yeah, kind of critical when you're doing this much work underwater. Take my word for it. Let's see. Let's see if I have anything in here. I should. Yeah, there you go. It's nice that it's Buffooncraft, so, you know, we're rich again.
Oh, I know. It's such a relief.
Yay, back at it.
So, are you just going up to the edge? What's the perimeter for the?
For the statue itself, yeah, we're going right underneath it now. So probably at about this level, this is fine. And then we're digging out, because I have to build the body, so I just wanted a little buffer between it, right?
I'll work opposite to you then, so we meet round in the middle.
Right, got it.
If you're doing labour.
Good call from Waylander Tone. See, this is why we have backseating allowed. And she is called Noob. She's going to be dropping that by the end of Season 6. I'm going to make her. The Lux bug has been defeated. I have my uses sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Tone, you can hang in the stream anytime you want. Yep. Always glad to have you around. Let's get this. There we go. This is better. I should put out some food too. Be a good host. See Dora's name tag over there. Soon we'll get down to when we get down a few more layers, we should get less gaps and less gravel and sand and stuff, and it should be pretty much just stone. Okay, we're cool here. Let's just trim out some of this stuff here. And then you can just follow the pattern and things get quite a bit easier after this. I should give Nebula a tap on the shoulder, too. The one-woman eco-disaster. She'd have this hole dug in minutes. Dora and I would be standing back saying, what just happened? I'm panning the camera very, very quickly here, so viewers, if you need to look away so you don't get motion sickness, I'll completely understand. Yeah, and then dealing with these air pockets here is kind of annoying too. Let's punch through all this. Careful not to knock out the beacon here and the conduit, which I believe are at these levels. So again, we do have an event coming up this weekend, which will be sort of a crossover event, I guess you could say, from Buffoon Skies to Buffooncraft Season 6. to wrap up Skies and to reintegrate us back into the lore of the Season 6 server here. Some of the buffoons are beginning to return. Cheska's been in here for her last few streams. Which is cool because, you know, I needed my Listen Linda fix. If you don't know what that inside joke is, you're going to have to watch that stream. I think she's streaming today. She has a 6th streaming anniversary, I think. 6-year streaming anniversary. So if she's still streaming, which knowing the length of her streams, she likely will be. We'll raid out to her. I'll bring you all over there. You know, I really should set up an incinerator. I probably should. Whenever I do a demolition work like this, I usually set up an incinerator just to deal with the inventory management. But the good thing is, if you just release it, it floats up to the top and then it despawns. So eventually. Okay, here we go. Let's shovel these bits, and then we're going to have to swap out this pickaxe because it's already dead. There we go. God, gravel is so annoying. Let's go switch out the pickaxe. Swapping that out and grabbing this one. There we go. And let's just empty the inventory while we're at it. Just get this junk out of here. Great. Sand will go in there. See if we have any room in here for any of this stuff. Wow. Chests are filling up quick. Do I have any more? I do not believe that I do. I should set up some more. No, shovel, get back here, please. I think we're okay. Basic kit. Do we have any more chests? I have one more chest. Maybe during the break we'll go over and we'll get ourselves some chests. How am I doing here? Speaking of that, I got about 10 more minutes before we break. Right, that goes there, and we should grab some food while we're at it too. We'll bring a little along just in case. I'm okay. Yeah, I got you. Where has that door gone? Now see, if you have bad eyes in Minecraft, you can do something like this. It helps a little bit, but there are a lot of floating entities. Oh, there she is! There. I've found you. Here you go. Have some golden carrots on me. Your inventory is full. There you go. Well done. Okay, let's go pull all of this stuff out of here like this. Now, as I have been asserting that this should get a lot easier when we get down a few more layers. Of course, one of the things I could have done too was mined in such a way where I could do the water management, right? Let's find out what layer that door is on. And then we may cap this layer. So, I've got a plan for water management.
Yeah.
If we cap off this layer,
Okay.
and then just make an access hole and dig under it, all the water should be confined to these layers and above, and then we can just mine regularly.
Ah, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, because going in and out of the water streams, especially under the statue, is annoying. I think you'll agree.
Yeah, and my keyboard is super sensitive, so just the slightest tap and it makes me swim, and it's...
Yeah, the swimming and stuff is really annoying. I've been training myself to do it, and still it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So, but we will need a lot of torches.
I've got 48 on me.
Nice. I have several stacks up there, and I'll put out the torch shulker.
Okay. So you want this layer capping off?
Yeah, so let's cap this layer off, so just if there's any holes or any dirt or sand on this layer, like, yeah, we'll just cap things like that, and then we'll just dig under it. Right, so there's some, like, canyon features that'll need to be closed up over here. And there'll be some water features that extend further down than this layer, but that's okay. We'll deal with those down there.
Yeah.
I might even have some sponges, although I don't recall in Season 6 obtaining any sponges, but we'll see. I mean, we could just block the water sources with dirt, so...
I have to say the underwater noise is quite relaxing. Just the ambient underwater noise.
There we go.
Oh my god, well, just stand up. Stand up.
Where is... Here we go. Let's go get some of this over here. All right, here is where we might have to build up the sides a little bit, just to keep the water from rushing in from the sides. We might have to do that a little. But we don't have to do it all the way up the wall, just to there. So a lot of this is just like setup stuff, and then once we're set up, then we can start smashing things out. There we go, with like that.
Baby's okay, the chicken.
Excuse me? Oh, yes, I see him. Is that a chicken with him? Yes, it is.
And there's the new chickens. It's yellow.
Yeah, because he's biome specific, right?
Oh.
And let me see. We should be in which biome? Do I have that up? No, I don't. Oh, there we are. Well, that would be a deep, lukewarm ocean biome chicken. I guess they look like that. All right. Sand removal here and here, like this. And let's just, you know what? Let's just pull all of that right there. I think we're okay as far as the edge stuff here is concerned. We should be good. Appreciate the lurk tone. Let's make sure. How are you doing?
In real life. Ugh.
Dora, I have you turned up to 300% now, sweetie. I'm sorry, but I could just barely hear like the murmuring.
I was just having a drink.
Okay. Come on, I'm old. My ears aren't good.
Oh, let me. My mic was turned right down.
Okay.
Sensitivity. Let me see what it is actually.
All right, we're making good progress here, actually. We're at time to take a quick 3-minute break. I'm going to build during the break, but I'm also going to run some ads for the stream, so we don't get bombed with ads when we join the stream. So we're going to take 3 minutes, run some ads, and we will be right back. All right, let's break a block and see if it makes a sound. Nope, we're good. Oh, but that means I can't hear you in the stream right now. So you should still be able to hear me. So typing for 3 minutes. There we are, and welcome back. All right, so we need to close up this hole here. And there's going to be quite a bit of water to deal with, but once we do, The digging gets easy after that. But we shall have to deal with some of this. Wow, really? Here we go there. So that level right there, I think. Right? Okay, that looks right. We can do that. We've got this. Yeah, these are the challenging bits where we have to close up this stuff. Yeah, because some of the still goes down significantly. Extends downwards with some of these gaps. So it's just a matter of closing this stuff up here so we can deal with the water management from below. I think there are 2 baby zombies over there now.
Yeah, there is.
They're at the wrong stream. Their stream is every other Wednesday on Generations.
I just love it so much.
Well, there they can kill me to their little undead or unalive heart's desire over there. Here, not so much so. Okay, let's do this. Oh, for God's sake. Right, we can skim this part off. I'll leave that part up there, though. Let us do this now. I'm getting season 4 vibes. Post-traumatic stress from season 4.
I don't know what happened in season 4.
Season 4 is when I built a giant iron hand coming up out of the ocean.
Ah.
So there was a
Do you
lot
have a
of
thing about water then?
yeah. There was so much building underwater. Let me see. This is kind of odd. I need more materials, but you know what the good thing about that is? You can just get them right here. Uh-oh, I removed their block on which they were standing. No!
Oh, chicken.
Yeah, let's try to leave the chicken there.
Give it a chicken.
The babies, they'll turn into drowns pretty soon.
Smelly children.
Yeah, box them in there. Okay. Let's take what
Save
we've...
the chicken. Let parrots know we saved the chicken.
Save the chickens!
Oh, it's so cute. It's yellow.
The ghosts of the baby zombies. We were cute too, and you just mercilessly murdered us. You were
I'll be
already
happy.
you were already dead. Okay, yeah, it's just skimming this off now, right? Just touching up. Just touching up anywhere where there's dirt or gravel or sand. All right, we need to restart the playlist. Let's do that. Playlist has been restarted.
Oh, my cousin just messaged me. She's just got engaged.
Oh, congratulations. Can pass that along.
I'm the 27 dresses girl. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh, stop it. I just want to see you do the flying tackle for the bouquet.
I will rugby tackle everybody. My partner will run in the opposite direction.
Yeah, he'll be running interference to block you.
Actually, I'll tell her to throw it at him. See what he does.
Just trimming up here.
What's the overlay thing that you use for creating circles? Looks quite handy.
I'm sorry, what's that?
The like red overlay. Do you know when you?
Oh, the overlay here.
Circle? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mini HUD. So you should have that in there.
No, you Do you know where it's all red?
Yeah.
Where you know where? Is that the mini HUD?
Yeah, mini HUD has that feature in there. So
I did not know that.
yeah, if you look at the stream,
Yeah.
first of all, you need to press H so you can see whatever you're going to do with that. And then to set things, you need to press H and C together, and you'll see Maybe I can get my assets out of the way there.
Structures.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's get that out of there. Try redeems, WC. Let's get this, that out of there. Basic overlay. Okay, now you should be able to see, right? If you look
Yeah.
at the stream, right?
Yeah.
And so you can come up to here where it says add shape, right here. Hold on. Pull down menu, you can make boxes, you can make circles, you can make a line, a sphere. You can make,
Oh, that is so helpful.
yeah, and so for this circle, you can see where I've just picked the block that's the center,
Yeah.
and then I've set the radius, and then the height, right? So it makes a cylinder instead of just a circle. Then there's some features, you know, if I want it, which axis I want. I want the axis up so the circle's flat, horizontal, right?
Yeah.
And then there's some other features that make the render, how it follows and highlights the blocks. You know, those are niggly kind of things that you can do. You can go here and set the color and the transparency of it.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Sorry. And we're allowed to use that on the server. That's not considered cheating too much, right?
Nah.
Yeah, and then, you know, you can use circles. Ovals aren't... they do have ellipse on there. I think they do. Well, they have ellipsoid, and if you just use the intersection of that, you can get an ellipse.
Yeah.
So a lot of my builds use that. That's how I can get away with a lot of the geometry in the builds. Let me see. I think the outside is doing good, so we just need to clean up under here, right?
Okay.
And then any filling that needs to take place under here.
So you want the whole of the underneath clearing out as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to build out some of his body down here. As little as possible, I'm hoping. Because I really want to finish this. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's make sure we're capped. Okay, all of this looks good. All right, I think we're all sealed up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We've got a couple of little bits over here, but that's... because this will wind up falling on us while we're working down there. Let's pin that up. Good. Good. Let me see. This should be all sealed up on the sides. This needs to be sealed up right here. All right, now we're going to need some sort of access point. I'm thinking maybe a water stream right down the middle. Let me pick out the block here.
I was going to say, technically, if there's no water here, you shouldn't get any flowing in, should you?
Yeah, we are going to need one water column, though, so we can travel up and down, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, we should be good. Let me see. Negative 997. Five for the X, and then for the Z, it should be 3,800 positive. Good. All right, so let me locate that. That should be right here, and then right here. Then let me try it out here. Okay, it's off a little bit. So 0.5, so let's do that. And then I think we're good. Put the water stream like this. Put that in there like that. And let me see, I knocked out part of the conduit. Let me grab that. There we go. All right. See, what am I getting wrong here? Right there and right here. Right? No, I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm not right often, so. Okay, let me get that. And then this. right down to deep slate. I think that's good. Let's take a look here now. Target a block. Yeah, we're good. It's actually -1. So let's just do this. There we are. We're good. Let's dig out a little space. And we'll see we're on that layer, so let's dig out this layer all the way around. Should be in business. Now we can just swim up and down this. Let me reset the bound. And let me see. 3, I think I was at 47 for the radius. I think it was something like that, right? Looks good to me.
Turn my thing on, should I be able to see your radius? Or is it just players?
It's player specific, but you could set yours so it's the same.
Yeah.
So if you look at, so you got to make sure that H has been tapped so you can see the mini HUD stuff. And then HC brings you into this.
Yeah.
And then if you come up to here, add shape, and then select circle, or actually select circle first and then add shape. Now I have some extras here, but here's my circle here. If you go into configure, that's where this menu is. And then just type in what I have here. So under center, you can do X, that's -997.5.
Yeah.
Y should be down at 0. And then Z should be at positive 3,800.5. Then your radius should be at 47.5. Then your height should be at 46. So that will extrude your circle up into a cylinder, right? Up to this level. Then under render type, hit full block. And then axis should be up. And then block snap, you can just leave that at none for now.
Yeah.
And then combine quads off.
Yeah.
And then layers should be all. And then whatever color you want there.
Okay.
I just usually leave it at the standard color, but I have several of these things now, so I have different colors.
Okay.
And then when you hit escape again, as long as H has been pressed, if you swim up here, and you look out at the edge there, you should be able to see it, right?
No.
All right, make sure that you tap H.
I'm tapping it, but it's not doing anything. I wonder if it's set to a different button. Because my light overlay ain't working now.
All right, let's make sure that there aren't any typos. Oh, when you press HC and you'll see your circle there. Make sure enabled is on and it's green.
Yeah.
How's that?
Nope, still not on. I think my button's not H, it's something else.
Oh, yeah, that could be too. Oh, that's why. If you look at my screen in the stream. Oh, look, wait a minute. Look behind you first. There's a trident wielding drown, and he's on the Nautilus. Look at that.
Oh.
I'm just wondering if I have this variant. I don't think I do.
Ow.
These guys are deadly.
Yeah.
I want that Nautilus, though. There, we got it. Now I should have a lead. There we go. Hey, dude. I just don't think I have this type.
Hmm. I can't remember what you go into to look at you.
Yeah, it's right here. Now, sorry, ADHD kicked in and Nautilus. If you hit HC again, and let me see, it's either under info lines or it's under renderers. Hit renderers first.
Yeah.
And again, you can follow along. You can see my screen on the stream.
Yeah.
So make sure that rendering toggle up here is true and it's set for H.
Yeah.
Or H, as you Brits say.
H.
And then, let me see, then you can... Where is mine? What do I have mine set for? Spawn chunks, light level, biome border. You can see under here where it says shape renderer. You can just assign that to a key that you're not using. I usually have mine for J.
That's not light overlay gone. Overlay light level.
This just allows you to, when H is on and you're looking at like the circle render, you can turn your light levels off. You can just toggle them on and off with a key. That's all this does. The only one that really does need to be set for this, though, is the H. That one's really important.
Yeah.
So that's under
That's
renderers.
It works.
So you should be able to see the circle around now, right?
I can, yeah. It's magic.
What? What happened to my... My voice should still be on. How's that?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you should be able to see it now, right?
Yeah.
So when we go down here now, Yeah, when we go down here, now you should just be able to dig out to the edge until you see that stop, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
and the radius is like 47 blocks, 46 blocks, I think. 47 and a half, so it's going to be quite, yeah, all right. So I'm seeing the edge of it right
Yeah,
Right
I
here.
see it.
in here is where I want my light levels on because, you know.
Yes. So I can just go around and dig out the perimeter.
That's right. So how am I doing for time? Let me turn my assets back on here now. Screen chat is back on so I can read. There's Boacars. Welcome in, Bo. Villager is back. So Thunder, next season, mathematically accurate angel. Yeah, maybe. You can also just use 2 circles, yeah, to get an oval. Yeah, you're right. Welcome on in, Bo. Sorry, I had the chat off for a little while I was helping out Dora there. Basic overlay is right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We have our stream graphics back up. All right, so she will take that. I will take this one. That'll head out this way, and we'll do the cardinal directions. And we have a little bit of filling to do there, but it's mostly just dealing with water. And we could probably just do that with sand if we kept some sand in the offhand. But then we have torches in the offhand too, so okay. Yeah, like that, like that. We'll just use sand to help us deal with that kind of stuff. And as Doris had suggested, we'll just head right on out to the cardinal points. Just establish a perimeter. And we should be close right here. There we go. Done. All right, let's just pull along the edge here now. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of water to deal with until we cap some of this stuff off. But I'm going to have to grab some sponges. Yeah, because the water is filling itself back in. Let's not deal with this then for now until I get the sponges. Let's head out in the other direction. We'll just do this. And this. We'll try to fill as we go here. Like, what's this like over here? Have to cap this stuff off just to keep the water out so we can deal with it. I'll wind up replacing this with a gradient anyway, but there we go. That should do the trick. Done and done. looks like this. This gets pulled in a little bit toward up here, like that. Okay, that's pretty easy to deal with. Same thing with that over there. Thing is, we have a lot of open ocean ravines here that we have to deal with. That's a little troublesome. That can be a little troublesome. What do we have here? Something like this. Does it go over that far, or does it go over further than that? Okay, this is where it starts to take a turn. Whew, we've got a lot of open stuff here. Not quite sure how I want to deal with this. No, I'm quite sure how I want to deal with it. Sponges. that's how. So we'll just do this for now, and we'll use sand. We'll just use sand on this stuff for right now. Uh-oh, that's not a good sound. Let's see, what do we got here? Like that. Again, wherever there's water, we can just use sand to help us deal with that. Trying to get my sensibilities going here so I can deal with this stuff. It's fun having the buffoons on here. You know, I really don't want to take Dora away from her building, but it's fun to have other buffoons to build with. It's the whole point of an SMP, if you ask me. So, I mean, if I want to just build by myself the entire time, you know, I can just do that on Generations. I don't have to do that here. So it's nice. And we should be ready to end the stream pretty soon, I think, here, right? Well, no, we've got about 16 minutes. We can get a lot done in that time, so. Especially, you know, you have two buffoons on the scene. We're going to have to be constantly filling with sand here because we have a lot of water. Invasive water issues. Okay. What are we doing here? So far, mob management hasn't been that bad. Knock on wood. There we go. I think we're out of sand. Yes, we are. We should go up and get some more. go. See if we can at least find the edge here. We just hit a lot of dirt somewhere from some section. There it is. Since we're going to have to remove this later, dirt's actually a pretty good option for the side here because it'll be easy to remove when we're ready to put in our gradient. Looks like someone's been here. Let's go resupply a little bit. We can do this too while we're at it. Nice. I'm thinking later I'll move all of that stuff over there. We picked up a new zombie. New zombie Nautilus. Nice. Okay, this is looking good. Get back on over to here. There it is. Okay. Let's head out in this direction now. I hear a zomboid somewhere. Look at Dora, man. She's cranked all of this up. So cool. A buffoon, if ever I saw one. Now we've got a whole bunch of sand here, so we can deal with this water over here now. There we go. Yeah, she's coming around on the side there.
Hello.
There you are. So I've just been dealing with the water, just using sand for that.
Yeah, I was dealing with some as well. I should be filling it in and then redigging it out.
Right, I've got that. It'll be nice because, like I've been saying, once we get down past a certain point, we're good. It'll be almost all stone, so. Let me fill in some of this. Here we go. We'll just take it out in strips. The good thing about the sand is we can reuse it. So once you get a section complete, you can then dig it back out and use it again. Bad thing about sand, or is really just a bad thing about shovels, they wear down so darn fast.
There we go.
Okay, all of that looks like it's good. We'll take out all of this next. We are almost at time to wrap up the stream. Let's go blast all of this out. You know, Villager, if you're still there, I am very seriously considering that flashback mod. It's a little too late now that I've already have the giant pretty much finished and this whole area mapped out. But when I finish the sea giant, I think that's when I'm going to install it and use it for the rest of the island. And then we can get a time lapse of the whole rest of the base being put together. But it's just too good of a mod not to use. Okay. We sprung a leak. there's that. Okay, we're good there. Let me shovel out these bits here. Oh, I see. We have a patch of gravel above us. That's what the problem is. Okay, tools are just about depleted, and we are at the end of the stream. But, that being said, one thing I would like to do is go over and see Dora's observatory. Oh, Dora! I can see her name tag over here.
Yeah.
There you are. So, I'm finishing up the stream.
Okay.
And I would like, if you wouldn't mind, to go over and check out the observatory.
Yeah.
And then
It's
we
not
can.
finished yet. But yeah.
You wouldn't mind showing it off in its current state?
No. But
Shall we?
yeah.
Let's. Okay. Head on over to here, and then I think I'll just sign off over there.
Okay.
Here.
When you finished, I'll even though you're not on stream, I'll come carry on digging.
Okay, you don't have to, but the invitation's open. I know you like breaking blocks, so. And let's see, what do we have here? We have some room in this chest. You don't have to save everything. I've got so much of these materials.
Sorry.
Where have you gone? She's around here somewhere. Are you up above? I've lost her. Let me do the sleeping first. Did she come up with us? I'm at your portal already. Wow. Okay. Wow, that was quick. Let's turn off the annoying overlays. There we go. Oh, hey, I don't want to hurt him. Come on, Thunder, please. So let's tow this guy along with us. We'll grab that guy and we'll bring them both over. We have an extremely silly view here. This is hard to do in third person. There we go. Okay. Maybe I can use that for a thumbnail. Let's see if we can get him in here. Ouch. Yeah, we got it. Okay. We shall dismount. We shall do that. We shall do that. And we're good. And let's see. Back to this old place. There you are.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. Okay, I gotta sprint. Trying to get my screenshot. My thumbnail.
Did you get it?
Yeah, it's good enough. You know, we do have boats. But I seldom get this view, though, of our lamps activating as we're running. So it's nice.
Boats are overrated.
I've got me boat. Oh, you've got your boat too. I see that. All right, now, for once we can actually, as intended, blow right on past Sage's place for a change. Smash. Oh, look at that.
There she is.
Do you remember the movie Megamind? Did you see that one from DreamWorks?
I think so, yeah. A long time ago.
There's a whole bit about the villain Megamind trapping the hero Metro Man under a copper dome from an observatory. And that, of course, is the perfect reference for that. Observatory, copper dome. No, copper, my only weakness. Well, I gotta say, I like the walkway up here.
I know. I'm building. I'm gonna do some stairs going up to it.
Well, I got my cardio in for the day.
It's not finished. I need to put the telescope in.
Nice. I like how you use the pale oak for the walls.
Yeah. I was gonna do it calcite, but it looks too mucky.
Yeah, you know, you probably pepper in the calcite here and there for some texture in, but this looks nice.
Yeah. It's got calcite round the.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yep, there it is.
And then the telescope will sit up top here. I just need to do the trim on the outside.
Oh, and you've got a nice view up here too.
Yeah. Finished decorating inside and it's done.
Like, you only took like a day or two to do this, right?
Yeah.
Dora, you guys build so fast. This would take me like weeks and weeks and weeks to do.
Well, the baby gas helps.
Yeah, those things. Yeah, talk about missing those in skies, huh?
Mm. I was so glad to get them back. So much easier to build.
Oh, there she is. Right down there.
Look, friend. I had to dig her out of my mine because she was trapped underneath. So I've made a mess. Digging
I'm
a hole
wondering
just
if I
to
could
fly her
jump
out.
and hit that from here. Boys.
I'll take that bit. I'll bet you 10 diamond.
Where is my ender chest? Ark. The thing is, you know, they're random pattern, right? So.
Yeah. I don't even think you'd die. Have you got feather falling on your boot?
Yeah.
I don't think you'd die.
Ah. Almost. Your turn. Whoa!
Oh my god!
Woo! I think she just likes you better than me. I'm going to go with that.
Nailed it.
Mad skills. Such a buffoon.
I thought I was completely gonna miss that. That was so good.
See, I can't even get that close. See? God,
That was
why do
fun.
I suck so much at parkour? I mean, that's not even like a real parkour challenge. Come here, you. Come here. Come here.
I want to clip that.
There. I don't know. It's not quite as impressive. That, my dear, was quite impressive. You saw it here, live on stream. Yeah, that needs a clip.
Locating it.
How much longer are you planning, Thunder? I'm out of here now, ma'am. I got to go pick up Kachi. Dora, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for keeping me company here.
No problem. I'll be back in a bit anyway to come help you dig more.
It's been so lonely on the server. Anyways, Toodles, I'm out.
Alright.
See ya. Okay. Let's see. Switch on over to the camp scene like this. Villager might be asking, in context of a raid. Psych is on right now. But Cheska has her 6-year stream anniversary, so we definitely have to go in and see Cheska here. So let's. I just didn't want to overlap. Oh, Villager, don't worry about that. Please. I mean, I appreciate it, but at the same time, do what you need to do. Set up our raid here. So you should be able to see the raid message up there in the chat. You can copy paste that in the chat if you would like to join us on this raid to fellow buffoon Cheska's Genie, whose screen name now is gone. Well, some stuff, I don't know. Significantly different. We still call her Cheska though. Set up the raid itself. And I think I have that correct. Yeah, I do. There we go. And the raid is counting down for fellow buffoon Cheska's Ginny, who's currently celebrating her 6th year streaming anniversary. Family-friendly viewers, just be reminded that her stream is intended for mature audiences. There's a little bit of language and shenanigans in there and stuff, but she's super cool. We have the shared community and stuff, so chances are you'll see people in there that you know. I'm going to shower for a bit. I'll be back to dig. Thank you so much, Dora. So cool. Everyone just remember that we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream should be on Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That should be Kachi. If Kachi feels like streaming, we'll see what's up. And then the stream after that will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be Generations. And we should be in the Baby Zombie Rush, not so many mini-game creative mode world for that. Also, that there's the Buffooncraft event. I will not be streaming it. I'll be recording it, but the other buffoons will be streaming that. That should be this weekend. Check the Discord to see whether it's Saturday, tomorrow, or Sunday. Might be Sunday. We'll see. Everyone enjoy your afternoon, your evening, your morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We are raiding out to Jessica right now. Bye for now, everyone.